What's the deal, y'all? It's your boy Rich $6 folks. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel. Most of all, make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a story. Today we're gonna get into a story about how pulling up to check on a homie almost cost me my life. Sometime around 1994, 1995, I was riding down the street in my neighborhood called Amar Road in front of an apartment complex called the Amar Apartments. Now this is an apartment complex that's famous in my neighborhood because a lot of my homeboys used to live in this apartment complex and sell dope in these apartments. That was like in the real early 90s, late 80s, but I still had a few homies that lived there. And I had a homeboy living there. Now the homie, short, stocky dude, light skin, green eyes, and I seen him standing outside of what I think was him standing outside with another one of my homeboys. We're just gonna call him Black. Now as I'm passing by, I see what I appear to be Black and K9 talking. Now I have another homeboy, we'll just call him Ace Capone, who looks close to K9, and I bust a U-turn and I notice it's Ace Capone because I recognize his car and I recognize him. Now, I never went anywhere without a strap. I was always strapped, and I was driving a Honda Accord at the time, and I had a stash spot under my steering wheel that I kept a Glock 380 there. Now, this nigga Ace Capone is a bully type of nigga, and I already had a couple fights with this nigga. So I remember it like it was yesterday. It was on and off rainy day. I had on some black Ben Davis, some brown boots, a black leather coat. Parked my car, I hopped out, put my gun in my pocket and walked up on the homies. Now you might say, why you walking up on your homies with heat? But it wasn't for the homies. It was for mine and the homies' protection because it was on with an SA gang at the time. I walk up, I say, what up, Black? What up, Ace Capone? They both say, what up, Sick? Now Ace Capone is asking Black, why you tell DC not to front me 9 ounces? Black is telling me, I ain't tell cuz nothing. Then he spins towards me and he says, cuz, why your cousin won't sell me 9 ounces? I say, cuz, why you asking me about 9 ounces? Nigga, I ain't even got money for 2 ounces. Then he shoots back at me and says, cuz, why your cousin won't let me in his studio? Now I can see where this is going. So I say, do you rap? He shot back real quick. You gave a nigga a gun to smoke me. And I'm getting confused. I'm like, huh? Now that's another story we'll get into. But he starts saying, you know that time we got out, I could have fucked you up. Then he says, I ought to fuck you up. I tell him, cuz you already tried that. That ain't gonna work. He tried taking off on me. When he tried taking off on me, I slipped his punch and I grabbed his arm like that. And I kind of flipped him around and I got him like a full Nelson and I tried to reach in my pocket for the gun and the gun hit the floor and went off. This nigga started yelling, you trying to smoke me? You trying to smoke me? I tell the homie Black to get the gun, cuz, get the gun. Now Ace Capone's car is right there and he's trying to power out of my grip and he's screaming, you trying to smoke me? You trying to smoke me? I didn't really pay attention, but he has his little brother and one of the other little homies in the back seat and his wife in the passenger seat. His wife gets out of the car and is holding the gun on me and him, talking about, let him go, let him go. I said, bitch, you gonna have to shoot both of us. The nigga starts screaming, you call my wife a bitch, you call my wife a bitch. Now the nigga is slipping out of my grip. I told you it's like a rainy day. So I reach my foot out and I flip the nigga over on his back and I take off running. Now I'm running down the street. Now my mama has a beauty shop on this same street. I run down towards the shop and the nigga speed by in his gray Cadillac. I sit there for a second and I run back to my car and I pull off. And I call the homie Black and he tell me he has my gun.
I got your gun.
At his house. I tell him I'm on my way over there to go get my gun. Obviously, I'm upset, but this is my nigga, and You know what I'm saying? I pull up, we talk it out. But this dude, Ace Capone, continued to be a problem, and I knew it was gonna be a problem from that moment on, and we're gonna get back into how it ended out.